Hi guys, this is Joe popping on, and today I have something I've been wanting to talk about for about a month now. But I've been holding off because I really was hoping that Funko would rectify the problem that I felt I had with their holiday bundle. This year they sold it, is calling it their Black Friday bundle. It was supposed to be a complete mystery bundle. You got 12 figures for technically the 12 days of Christmas that they have done prior years. You could prior buy them all blind and get the bundle, and then buy them individually before the holidays. They would not make it to you for the holidays because, of course, they were counting down to Christmas kind of deal, and they have to ship them out, mail them out, and get them to us. And so usually the holiday figures you would buy on this deal would not make it to you for Christmas. So this year they did sell them on a Black Friday bundle, so they would make it to people for the holidays. But my enormous, giant, glaring mistake and complaint for this is they did not sell them individually. They only sold them as a bundle. They only accidentally sold them for a tiny, tiny period of time in their Hollywood store and their store in Seattle one day, and they were selling them individually, which they were not supposed to. They actually even sent out a letter saying, "We are sorry to all the collectors that we did this by mistake. It will not happen again." And to be honest with their how they run their company, it will not happen again. But it was an accident, and they did wind up selling like a lot of the ones that people were looking for that weren't really holiday pops that were in the bundle that were selling out more. And so they never sold this to any of us normal collectors who didn't want to spend $200 on a bunch of random different pops, because not all of them are holiday ones. I would have definitely probably have done it if it was all holiday pops, but they had a lot that weren't. I'm probably in the minority, which if they weren't holiday, I'm not very interested. Like a lot of the ones that are actually sought after are the ones that are not holiday. I can't afford or I can't spend that much money on myself at the holidays. I set money aside for the holidays to spend on my family and friends. I can't go and spend $200 on a mystery box at the holiday times for myself. I really can't. I can't justify it. And I was really hoping that if there was anything in it that I really wanted, I was going to be able to buy the individual figure and give it a shot. But Funko didn't let us. And there was actually one in the bundle that I actually really needed for my collection because I actually collect all of Overwatch. I have the complete set right now of every Overwatch pop they've come out with. And of course, they stuck one in the bundle. Lucky for me, pretty much most people who got the bundle, one of the least favorite ones in the bundle was actually the Overwatch pop because, first of all, it was more of a color, it was the epic skin for Ashe. For anybody who plays the game, it doesn't look too holiday. Like, it wasn't like Krampus, Junkrat, or the new, or like, who was it? Zenyatta as the Nutcracker, or the new Rat King Reaper. Like those ones, I believe anybody who even doesn't collect the line would be happy to get those into their collection. Like I was really, really, really hoping that one of those amazing holiday figures was going to show up this year, because we did get 2 holiday Overwatch pops last year, which was Tracer and May, which Tracer is an elf and May is Santa Claus. But to be honest, they're one of the weaker, in my opinion, the weaker holiday skins, because like they're really not really, oh my god, cool. Like the ones I had just mentioned, or like a couple of the other ones that came out this year, besides McCree. McCree was not very good. But, and it just kills me because I could not pay Funko, the company who makes the figure, the money just for the one I want. I have to spend $200 to buy it through them legitly. So, of course, I went online and I ordered myself one. But it's just ridiculous that I had to go online and, of course, pay somebody who bought the bundle and is now probably selling the whole thing piece by piece for a good markup now because I know I did spend more than I would have spent on her if I had bought the bundle. But once again, then I would have to spend $200 to get the whole bundle. And I really just wanted Ash. There are a couple else in the bundle that I really like. Like I like the Scooby-Doo one. I love Scooby-Doo. I actually had a dog named Scooby-Doo for the amount of love I've had for the show. And she lived to a ripe old age of 15. So I've loved that show for a very long time. And I've been trying to collect all those Funko Pops. But I missed out on Scooby-Doo now because, of course, he's in the bundle. And I'm not spending that much on the bundle. And people are selling them for a nice markup, second market. But so, like, I did bite the bullet and go for Ash while it first came out. While people were putting her up for a little bit cheaper. Because her price has gone up and up. One thing for anybody who is trying to find these, let me double check that I make sure I'm saying this correctly. I do not want to say anything wrong for you guys. But it is, yes, it is Chalice Collectibles. Chalice Collectibles has done what Funko would not. They are now selling on their website every single 12 days of Funko Pop, Funko from the holiday bundle, each one individually for the price like they should be. Some are a little bit more expensive. A lot of them are running 20. The 10 inch is running 30. And then, of course, like my one is running like 15 now, which I spent more on her. But once again, I would have to pay for shipping. So she's coming out about even for what I paid for her. I probably paid a little bit more than I needed to. But I wanted to get Ash. I love the show. The game so much. And I do have all the rest. And I do love the color variant for her like this. Her all in white and blue instead of being in the black outfit. That is her normal outfit. But it looks so nice. You get the nice little Funko holiday-esque sticker. But I have to say, Funko, you can still buy the bundle on their website. It's still up. You can still buy the whole thing. Everybody knows what's in it now. It's not a secret. They tell you right on the website if you buy the bundle which ones you'll get. And it's just kind of sad because which one of the ones? Like they have, I have to say they have 2 or 4 that are holiday. They have Scooby-Doo, they have Tinkerbell, they have Huckleberry Hound, and they have their own like made-up character for the Funko, which I actually think is really cute, which is Jingle, which is like a little ornament that's like alive. I think he's really cute. But then the rest are just hurting. I feel hurt for fans of these lines that you would have to try to buy them. And a lot of these ones are for, there's one more holiday one, but I put in an ad-icon because anyone I know who collects ad-icons wants this one because it's an ad-icon. And that's the Pillsbury Doughboy. He's a Santa Claus holding a tray of cookies. He's adorable. I put him under ad-icon more instead of holiday. He does fit in both. But then they also gave us Icy with the red drink. I know they did send out the purple one for Hot Topic, but once again, if you're a fan of these, you want to get both versions. And then they came out with the 10-inch Frankenstein monster from the cereal, Frankenberry, sorry, couldn't think of the name, Frankenberry. And then they came out with a red and green variants of the Warriors from that movie. I'm not a fan of the Warriors movie, but I know a lot of people are. And sticking 2 of them in this box, that are really just recolorings of the blue one that most people couldn't get from Toy Tokyo, is really tough. Really tough. Those ones I was seeing online were the ones that were selling out a nice bit at the Funko shop and the other shop, Hollywood, sorry. And their store there. And then they had one for Marvel, and of course it's the first appearance Drax. Which is tough because this is now technically this is the 4th one for Guardians of the Galaxy, was first appearance. We had 2 which were PX, which was Star-Lord and Rocket. Then we had for New York Comic Con, we had Gamora, or was she? I think she was New York. She might not have been. She might have been for the other one for San Diego. And then we have now Drax, which is technically, if you're buying them all like through the company, is stuck behind a $200 barrier. To get him, which stinks as a collector. It really, really stinks because I know some people do not like to go to second markets to buy pops. I have done it now for a good long while because for a lot of them, there's no other way to get them. There really isn't. have to bite the bullet, and if I want the figure, I have to go second market. They're not going to be selling them in the store or wherever anymore. And so, like with this one, I did it. And I am leaving a link in the bottom and in my description for Chalice Collectibles, because they, as I said, have done what Funko has not. They have bought apparently so many of the holiday bundles that they are selling them individually. So this is a giant third-party company that is buying the Funko Shop exclusive bundles to then sell on their website to us for like $15 to $20 to $30. A little bit of markup on some of them, but not much, to be really honest. And then, of course, you pay for shipping, which I just think it's ridiculous that I like Chalice Collectibles. I do buy from them. They are a great company. They pack them very well. They ship them out excellently. Like, no complaints if you're worried about that. But once again, this is the only company, at least that I've seen so far, that has put them up. But I just think it's crazy, because this box was supposed to be one per customer, that a company now has once again bought up enough of a figure to fill orders for it themselves. So apparently, Funko must have taken off the quantity that you were allowed to buy, and this company has bought, I'm guessing, hundreds of boxes, so they can sell them on their website to us. It's a great deal. I wish I would have done it for Ash, but once again, I bit the bullet a little early, because I really didn't think anybody was going to do this, to try to get her for a reasonable price. And once again, I am a big Overwatch collector and fan, and I really didn't want to miss her for my collection. And I have to say, this one hurt, because this was, I felt, a little bit even harder to get than, not a little bit more, this was harder to get than they were for like BlizzCon and stuff like that, that are supposedly harder to get. But this one, no, Funko hid it behind a big price barrier. But how did you guys feel about this bundle? Were you guys happy with it, fine with it? As a collector, I am not fine with having to spend, if I technically really want just one figure from a collection, to have to spend $200 to try to get one figure. Or the only other way is to go third party and pay a flipper to do it. I don't like paying flippers if I can at all help it. I would rather pay the store that's supposed to have it, or the company that makes them, because right now, technically, I am supporting nobody from Funko buying this. I am supporting your company zero. I am supporting none of the businesses that sell your figure at all. I am supporting some random guy I found on eBay that was willing to sell him for a nice price. And as a collector, I want to support the companies so they can still make them. Anytime I can support the company, that's why I don't buy used video games. I don't like to buy used video games, because I might get a reduced price in it, but I don't support the maker of the video game, which I think is asinine. I'm like, no. As a person who can spend a little bit more on a game, usually it's like $5, I'd like to actually have some of those proceeds go back to the person who actually made the video game. Because once again, if you buy used, they are not getting a penny of the proceeds of the game that they've worked years to make. Which, just as me, as a person, I really like to support and try to keep going anything that I like. So I try to buy it all from the companies so I can support them. And to me, I just don't understand. Funko, really, I do understand doing this for Black Friday and saying, we're doing this bundle so everybody who orders it can get it, and who wants it can get it for Christmas. That was wonderful. Thank you for that. But I really, 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 really thought you were going to sell it individually, and we would get it after Christmas, as I have for the last couple of years you've done it. I know certain ones sell out, some don't. That's just the nature of the beast when you do random figures for 12 days of Christmas. And I've liked it. So that's my opinion. Thank you guys for watching. Once again, it hurts to have to tell everybody, at least they're a legit company, but I have to tell you, please go to Chalice Collectibles if you need any of them. Once again, there will be a link in the description below. Thank you, Chalice Collectibles, for doing this. I get supported nothing by anybody. I am just a random collector. I collect because I like them. Nobody has ever given me a penny for saying anything. I just speak from my heart, and that's it. Once again, this is not paid for advertisement for Chalice Collectibles. It's just unbelievable that I have to tell people to go there instead of go to Funko. It's their exclusive. But thank you all so much for tuning in. Please let me know what you think about this. I think it's kind of sad, and maybe Funko backed themselves into a corner by saying we're only going to sell it as the bundle. And I know a lot of collectors went, well, I only want this one. I'll do a second market. And so to be honest, we've been just helping the flippers this entire time with this one. I know I did it this time because I'm not spending $200 for the one figure I really want. I would have loved to have gotten some of the other ones, but I once again, I'm not going to spend the flipper prices on them. And I might do them through Chalice Collectibles, but to be honest, I'm kind of like annoyed at this whole situation. But thank you all once again so much for tuning in. This is Joe popping on, and if you did enjoy, please tune back in. I try to do videos like once a day. I know I miss a day here and there. Life gets crazy, but I'm mostly every day. So please tune back in. I'd love to see y'all again. But thank you all for watching. Doodles.